everybody, today we're going to be making mushroom garlic noodles or spaghetti. What's up, everybody? Yeah! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. It's me, Fefe. We're in Fefe's kitchen, and today I'm hitting you with another recipe in Dubai. Wow. It has been such a great time. We have been enjoying ourselves so much in Dubai. We went to so many places, and the weather, it's just something different, honestly. It's something different, but I would love to stay here forever, honestly. It's so nice. The Burj, everything, all the architecture, all the buildings, it's amazing. So I thought I have to do a recipe in this kitchen. We got a nice place to stay in here, and I'm in the kitchen. It comes fully utilized. It has pots, pans, knives, cutting boards, everything you need to make a good dish. So here I am hitting you with another recipe. So everyone, let's get started. All right, everybody, today we're gonna be making mushroom garlic noodles or spaghetti. I got this idea today and I think it's a really good idea to try. Why? Because we got a lot of stuff here to fill the fridge and you know, we're trying to get everything used. So I thought, let me make a recipe using some of these things. One thing, from my previous experiences, I do not like mushrooms. And you know, I thought I was gonna test that out because as a chef, I need to be able to utilize what's around me and I need to be able to make things that people don't think taste good. So we're gonna try, we're here with mushrooms. Let me take you through the list of ingredients and let's get started. So for this dish, you're gonna need all-purpose flour, you're gonna need olive oil, you're gonna need spaghetti, you're gonna need some milk, you're gonna need mushrooms, and you're gonna need garlic. So I don't know how many of you have seen this, but this was so surprising to me. So in your average supermarket, you know, Stop and Shop, Whole Foods, you know, all those supermarkets, you have vegetable oil here, and then you have soybean oil here, right? Two different types of oil, vegetable oil and soybean oil. Now we all know soybean oil isn't the healthiest option to use, so we don't typically use it. So for years now, we've been buying vegetable oil because, you know, we're not gonna buy soybean oil. So a few weeks ago, we actually looked at the back of the vegetable oil for whatever reason, and on the ingredients, 100% soybean oil. That was the only ingredient. I was so shocked that day. Mommy was so surprised. And it's just like we've been lied to all this time, you know? We always thought we were buying the healthier option. So here we go, olive oil. Olive oil is the oil to use. It's very versatile. Olive oil and coconut oil. Use both of those. Don't use, my advice, don't use vegetable oil anymore because when we found out that we were just eating soybean oil this whole time, not eating it directly, but it was just very surprising. So here I have my olive oil. Now I'm going to show you this hack that I found out for the garlic. So, you know, lots of people are kind of scared or don't know how. So I did a tiny bit of internet research and I found out some ways to chop garlic. So today I'm gonna try one of them with you. All right, so I'm gonna start by doing this. I have my garlic clove here. I'm gonna first bang it on the table, just a little bit to loosen up those cloves, right? You can remove all these skins. They come off pretty easily. I'm gonna put it in this bowl, take another bowl to top it all off, and I'm going to shake it. Ready? And supposedly, after shaking it for about 20 seconds, it should be very easy to pull them off. So here we go. Okay, time for the reveal, guys. And, okay, that didn't work. Okay. I was not expecting that to not work. Maybe it's just a tighter garlic, but I'm just gonna go the basic way. Although it's much easier to take them out now. Oh, actually, the skin just comes off really easily. Dude, I'm just peeling this like a tangerine. Look at how easily the skin comes off. You just pluck this here and just pull off the skin. Huh. So I'd give this life hack like See? I'd give this life hack like a 7 out of 10. It didn't exactly work how it was prescribed to work, but the skin is coming off pretty easily, and I have my garlic here now. I don't need to use all of the garlic, so I'm gonna put some of it aside right here into these bowls. So this life hack wasn't completely working as it was prescribed to, but it's pretty useful. So now I'm gonna take the tails of my garlic, which is this part right here, and I'm just going to chop them off. Just of all of my garlic cloves, I'm going to chop them all off, because that part is hard and we don't want it to be eating that. And sometimes you can also chop off the top too if it looks like this, kind of brown. So we're gonna chop those off as well. Top and tail, top and tail. So you can usually do this and crush it, but I'm going to take the clove, slice it down the middle, lay it on a flat, and I'm going to literally just come and chop this up, because those chunks, I feel, when cooking with this, with this particular recipe, just kind of make it better. So I'm not going to mince the garlic. I'm just going to take the time to chop it up, just like so. Yeah. And I'm going to repeat the steps for all the cloves of garlic. The one thing I will say though is I miss my sharp knives. These knives are not as sharp as mine, and I didn't realize how truly sharp my knives actually are. Cutting things is a tiny bit more of a hassle. One thing that is really helpful in the kitchen is good, nice, strong, and sharp knives. So they will honestly make cooking a lot easier. They will make it a lot smoother. And it's a very good thing to always have. I have different types of knives, and I do have a knife set that I am going to show you guys that I did get, but I haven't yet opened because I just continued using my regular knives. So I will show you that knife set once I do get back home. Okay, we're at the stove. First, before I do anything with the mushrooms and garlic, I have this small pot here in which I'm going to do my spaghetti. Now I'm going to start the spaghetti before I do this so that it's ready to put in the sauce. So here, I have my spaghetti that I'm just going to gently take out. Look, I just wanted to say, I've been learning Italian at school for about 4 years now, and I wanted to say I'm sorry to all the Italians for what I'm about to do. I'm sorry, it had to be done. I'm sorry again. What? But I'm gonna light it up. We're gonna fill this with water over here, and then we're gonna bring that up to it. Now, a lot of the times people will, not people will, you're supposed to boil your water before you put your spaghetti in. I don't know, I like texture more when I put it directly into cold water and boil it from there. It may not be the most efficient way to cook it, but that is the way I like to do it. I'm going to take my olive oil and my mushrooms. Just going to put a bit of olive oil in. Bring it up to a medium-high heat. Right? And I'm just going to let the oil heat up for a few seconds as I grab my utensil for cooking this. Alright, so it's been heating up for a bit, so now I'm going to take my mushrooms. This is about 3 mushrooms. I put 3, because I want to do it small as I'm starting, but just going to put those in the oil, all of them. And I'm just going to move them around until they are a little bit brown. Now, the way I chopped up these mushrooms, I did them stem and all. So I put in the stem, I just cut the mushroom in half diagonally, and then cut it along the sides like so. So that you have these nice, like, ½ inch thick slices of mushrooms. So now just in the oil it goes, and I'm just moving it around, waiting for it to get a little bit browned. By the way guys, do you like my bucket hat? I have developed a new love for bucket hats. I love them so much. So I got one from Dubai. It's so nice, but I'm starting to grow a bucket hat collection because I just love bucket hats so much. But what do you guys think of it? Drop it down in the comments below. Alright, so now they've gotten a bit browner, so now I'm going to grab my garlic and get back over here. This is my chopped garlic, and I have chopped it because it's chopped garlic. So I'm going to just slowly add those in there. It's been diced, so they're very small pieces. And now just gently put it in there and mix it around, move it around with the mushrooms. The type of mushrooms I used were white mushrooms. I do believe that you can use any type of mushroom for this, but this is a recipe I just thought of, and I think it'll work. I haven't tried it with other mushrooms. Matter of fact, guys, this is the first time I'm trying this recipe, so you're experiencing it with me. We're gonna see if it works together. Something I do notice though is my mushroom to garlic ratio is a little bit off. The mushrooms do get smaller as you fry them, cook them, so the ratio is slightly off as of right now, but that shouldn't alter it too much. Once I've gotten a nice golden brown onto them, I will actually lift one up so you can see it. It's got a nice golden brown onto it. You can turn this off the heat for a moment, take it, and put it into a separate bowl. We will be using this again later, but for now we need it aside. Alright, so now I'm going to take a generous bit of butter. Now it may seem a bit big, but you do want this to be generous, and just put it in the same oil. I do repeat, put it in the same oil. You just want that butter to get in there. So you just have that butter going in there. Remember, do it in the same oil because there's flavors that were in the garlic and mushrooms that will then, if you do transfer pots, did I say bowl? If you do transfer pots, that flavor will be lost, so you want to do it in the same. After the butter has melted, just put a generous bit of flour in there. I'd say that's about 2 tablespoons. And then you want to just mix it around in the butter. You want to do it until the rawness of the flour is gone. So you want to keep doing it, just keep mixing it in with the butter. So now just, another tip, guys, don't forget to put your stove back on. So anyway, you want that on. You want the butter to start to coagulate with the flour, if that's the right word. And you want the rawness of the flour, the raw taste, to be lost as you're doing this. So you just keep mixing the butter in the flour until you get a kind of paste. Just a kind of paste right here. And back on the heat we go. That smells interesting. It smells like butter. Alright, so now I have my milk, and we're just going to pour this milk right into the pot. Just a good amount of milk, and after that is done, we are going to mix it around in the flour and the butter. We have this kind of paste right here, and you want to keep mixing it. Now the flour should thicken it, but you don't want it too thick. You want it at a good thickness amount. You don't want it too milky, so you want it much thicker than you want milk, but you do not want it too thick. It's a nice consistency right now, so I'm just going to go in and add the rest of my milk. I added my milk in 2 batches so that it'd be very well split and you can mix it in well. So now it's at a thicker consistency, so I'm going to turn it off of the heat. Pretty thick here, as you can see, just a thicker consistency. So now I'm going to go back and get my mushrooms and garlic. Here are my mushrooms and garlic. I'm just going to put it in the milk and the butter and the flour. Just add that all in. And I'm going to mix them all together. Now here's something. If you want, you can add it. If you don't want, you do not have to add it. But I personally would recommend adding cheese. Now, it takes this pasta to a new level from what I believe, but I'm just going to add a bit of mozzarella cheese because we didn't have any Parmesan on it, so let's go get it. Guys, so the thing is, right now, our sauce needs some more milk. But right now, we're out of milk. So, this is a drink I found in Dubai. It's called Fresh Leban. Now, it's very good. I think it's a yogurt, like yogurt milk. So we're gonna try it in there. It has a thicker consistency to milk, and it's very creamy, but very tart in a way. So we're gonna add that in and see how this really does play out. So just add that in a bit and leave that there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add in this bit of mozzarella cheese. Just add it straight into the sauce. Oh no. And don't be afraid to add a bit of water if it does get too thick. It will not contradict the taste. This is now the time to add some salt and pepper. So here I have my coarse black pepper. Just gonna remove this utensil temporarily. Add in a generous amount of pepper. Pocket salt, some pocket salt I have in my pocket because it's pocket salt. Add some of this in. So this is a very thick consistency. Just mix in your salt and your pepper. And wait for your pasta to become al dente, which is firm to the bite. Or you can cook it a little more than al dente if you want it more soft when you are eating it. But here is our thick sauce. It looks very, very tasty. I'll be done. Hurry up! While this pasta is going, I would like to talk about this. Now this is a nice kitchen tool, but for this recipe, it is going to be your best friend. Well, your best friend will be the food, but this is going to be your other best friend. I'm just kind of picking up the pasta, moving it around, but you'll see why it's so great in a few minutes once the pasta is done. Okay, so after a bit, the pasta is done. So now, this is why this guy is your friend. You're going to take it, and don't worry about draining it because you do want a bit of the pasta water. So you want to take the pasta and put it in here. I use spaghetti. Sometimes you can use fettuccine. Fettuccine would work quite well with this, but I just used your average spaghetti. So you just want to put the pasta in using this scooper thingy-mabobby. And just keep putting until you fully put it in the mixture. Use this to coat your pasta. It is a partially slow process, but totally worth it. Okay, so now you just want to fully coat the pasta. And after that is done, we are ready to plate. Okay guys, here it is. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness, okay. So for this taste test, I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous. One, because it's the first time I'm trying this recipe. Two, these ingredients but I'm excited because these ingredients are things anyone can find around their house. But three, I'm nervous because of those mushrooms, and you guys know I do not like mushrooms. So I am very excited to try this, see if it did the mushrooms any good, see if I like it. So let's dig right into the taste test. And don't worry, I will get a bite of mushroom with my pasta. Okay, there's a mushroom in there. Here goes. No way, that is good. Bro, this is good. This is some good stuff. It's creamy, it's nice, it's delicious. Ow, my head. It's creamy, it's nice, it's delicious. The texture is just amazing. And you can't even taste that there's mushrooms in there. The mushrooms just add to the flavor. This is a great recipe. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take another bite because I like this so much. That's some good pasta right there. It's good. The texture is amazing. Oh my goodness. Guys, you have to try this at home. Look, all these ingredients you can find around. Butter, cheese, milk, garlic, mushrooms. Some of you might have mushrooms, flour. All these things you can find around your house. Spaghetti. And you can make it. It's so simple. It's so easy. It doesn't take that long. And it's a great recipe to have. Anyway, guys, please try this recipe. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so that you're notified every time we upload a new video, every time I upload a new recipe. So I'm so excited. Please try it. Please comment down below any new recipes you want me to try. And if you did try this recipe, if you made any modifications to it, or if you just tried the recipe as it is and you love it. So please rate it down below, comment down below. We love to hear from you guys. Guys, I just love this recipe. I'd recommend you try it. I'm definitely doing this again. Even though I don't like mushrooms too much, I am trying this again with the mushrooms. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. From Fefe's Kitchen, we're out. Sorry. I do that again.
It's rolling. Take 5 billion.